Hello, I'm Alison.
And I'm Chelsea.
And spooky season is upon us, and we are here to ask the age-old question, trick or treat?
And here at Forever Cheese, we're really more about the treats rather than the tricks. And we created this special Halloween board to celebrate the season.
Sure to enchant anyone you choose to share it with.
To be honest, I'd really rather be eating this than a lot of questionable candy that I get at someone's door. So I'm excited about this.
This is my plan for what I'm going to enjoy on Halloween night while I'm giving out all the sugary treats to the ghouls and goblins that come ring my doorbell.
So please join us and we'll show you what we got here.
Yes, let's look at this board. Looks great. So we have a few things on this board that are going to be perfectly of the essence of the season, I think, in addition to still allowing us to have that sort of special treat kind of experience while we're enjoying it. And one that I want to call attention to right away is the Red Witch, which is part of our line of Swiss cheeses. So this is a cow's milk cheese aged about 5 months. It's a beautiful melter. It's got great pliability and it's perfectly snacky. And really it was invented to, kind of help soak up the alcohol a little bit while you're partying for some of these festivities. So a really pleasant cheese, very approachable, and of course, it's got a great name. Now the rind of this cheese is colored with paprika. It's not really contributing a lot to the flavor of the cheese. It's really more for aesthetics, but it really is very eye-catching, especially in the cheese case as well as on the board.
And we also brought the Old Witch, which is basically the older sister of the Red Witch. It's aged 9 months instead of the 5. And, with a lot of aged cheeses, you would think the flavor is really strong and it changes a lot. But this one is almost even more mellow. I don't know. It has this kind of sour cream and onion chips thing going on that I really enjoy. So I think it fits right in with this board. It's just the best. I love this cheese so much.
You're right. It really plays up on those, mellow, nutty notes. It still has that silky quality that we see in the Red Witch.
I got a tiny little crystal in there. So, you get a little bit of crunch. But it's so smooth and creamy for being aged 9 months. It's kind of miraculous.
Spooky, if you will. Magical.
So a couple cheeses on this board we picked specifically for, their look. I mean, obviously they taste really good too, but it's kind of hard to deny this marbling of the Truffle Kid that looks so Halloween-y, if you will.
Morticia Addams would approve.
Exactly, yeah. So Truffle Kid is a 6 months aged goat's milk cheese from Murcia, Spain. And it's coated in a black truffle paste, and there's also the black truffle paste marbled throughout the center of the cheese that you can see here. And it's really nice because the flavor of the goat cheese really does shine through. It's not overpowered by the truffle. It's still a really nice balance. But if you love truffle, you're probably going to love this cheese because it's great.
And then as a little parallel to that here, we have a sheep's milk cheese that's got some marbling. This is from the new line of Wooly Wooly cheeses, and this is Diablo.
Oh.
So a little bit spicy, a little bit wicked, and beautiful presentation as you can see on the plate. Spiders are optional. That's entirely up to you.
And the final cheese we have on the board is Capriolina, which is this little number right here. Comes like this. And this is a wash rind goat's milk cheese from Lombardy in Italy.
What I like the most about this cheese is that a lot of times wash rind goat cheeses can be really pungent and really strong, and this one isn't. It really is very mild and milky. You get the sort of roasted peanut quality of the rind, but the paste of the cheese still really mellow and silky.
I feel like everybody that I serve this cheese to, like, immediately falls in love with it. It's kind of crazy. Like, it definitely seems like a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, I admit I'm usually a little leery of washed-rind goat's milk cheeses, but this one is so approachable and lovely, and a beautiful little size, like a little pumpkin even.
Exactly.
Since we're talking about little pumpkins, I would love to actually try this cheese paired with our pumpkin jam, which is a Portuguese pumpkin jam, and it's very simple ingredients: pumpkin, sugar, lemon juice. We're not talking pumpkin spice here. You're really getting the flavor of pumpkin. It's nice and sweet, candied, and really beautiful. So I think they would go well together, and I'm going to give it a shot. Will you join me in this?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, it pairs really well with like a lot of young, fresh cheeses I've had it with. So I think this is going to be a great pairing.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
The cheese is a little funky, so like just bringing a little sweetness in, I like how it balances it.
But the vegetal taste of the pumpkin balances really nicely as well with the more herbaceous qualities in the cheese too. So
Totally.
it's a meeting of equals, I would say.
We found a great one.
We did it! Success!
Let's move on to what's within this little pumpkin here. This is our tocchetti pepperoncino. If you're not familiar with tocchetti, it is a flatbread cracker from Sardinia, Italy. And this one is flavored with chili pepper, so a little bit spicy.
And a lot of it addictive.
Yeah, I mean, these things, like, we've been snacking on it as we've been filming this. It kind of has a flavor between like a pita chip and a tortilla chip. It's just like so crunchy and delicious. And the box is very goth, I want to point out. So I feel like this works really well in like a Halloween display.
Really snackable on their own. You can pair them with soft cheeses. It's a nice little hit of spice, but it's not overpowering. It's really great.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about not being interested in the candy side of things at Halloween, but I really am, and we have not neglected that here on our board. We've got a couple of great little sweet treats to balance out the savory things. I want to start with pointing out the turrón, which is a nougat. It's a hard nougat that's made with Marcona almonds from Spain. And there we have it there. Super crunchy and sweet. Very classic, and you can break it up into these nice little pieces for your board. So a delightful little moment of elevated sweetness.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like it pairs really well with cheese, like a nice nutty kind of cheese. I feel like it would work well with the Old Witch. It's a unique cheese pairing that I think not that many people know about, but it's delicious.
And then, of course, we have our Choco Dates, which are chocolate-covered dates from Spain. And that's a new product that we have here.
These basically taste like a candy bar. Like, it's kind of amazing. It's just a date and chocolate, but like it tastes like a caramel-filled, like marshmallowy almost with the texture candy bar. It's crazy.
So really good. You can get your little mini candy fix.
Yes.
While you're enjoying your cheese plate here. And for our buyers, all of these items are in stock at Forever Cheese. They are all stock items. The holiday is coming up, so if you know that you want to bring these in, go ahead and talk to your sales rep.
You're not going to want to miss out on this Halloween spread, I'm telling you.
This one's mine. This is